Hey everyone, so it's day 2 here of spring planting here at the home farm. I just got back from doing my 1 load of corn today. I didn't feel like videoing that. Same as usual. I'm back here now. I just pulled the 8130 out. Hopefully we can give this a test drive today. Phil's in the field right behind the barns here, disking this. This is going to be turned into soybeans. The air seeder is just about empty. So gonna need to get the seed tender refilled so we can refill that. Dad and Tyler are spraying this morning on some of the corn ground, and they're gonna bring the sprayer back up here to put pre-emerge on the soybeans I'm gonna plant and already planted yesterday. So it's probably gonna be another hour or two before they show up. Ended up hooking the 81 on the new roller. I did the piece behind my house yesterday. We might have to put that back on the rock picker. We'll see what Phil pulls up with the disc and cultivator yet today. I thought I needed to get the seed tender reloaded, but one of the hoppers has still got beans in it. So Dad must have did this already. So cool. I can pull this out and I can start loading the air seeder. So far, it's a lot nicer day out today than it was yesterday. Super windy yesterday, but today is May 2nd, 2024. Just jumped in the 8410. I'm gonna get this spun around here. I'm gonna fold it out. And I'm gonna get the tender out so I can start loading this. I didn't film it yesterday except for maybe a short video. But hooked the 81 on the new roller. It's a lot nicer than the old one, I'll tell you that. That's a nice picture. Roller unhooked. Gonna put the 81 on the rock picker, and Tyler's gonna go around and pick up a couple of the big ones before I get to them with the air seeder. I did that east headland there. I gotta do around the barnyard here yet. I'll help them get hooked up and out of the way. Right now we got the rock picker going. The disc is in the other field. And then there's the air seeder. I keep having trouble with row 41 and 42, and those two are linked together. So something's going on. I crawled back under the tank a couple times already, and I don't really see anything wrong or any plugs or anything. It's unlikely that it's a seed eye, because those are after the splitter, so it'd just either be 41 or 42, not both of them. So it's before that, but I do not know why it keeps having trouble. So I kind of figured it out, what's going on with those 2 rows. There appears to be a piece of trash. I can't tell what it is, piece of paper or something. It's right in front of the meter where the beans spit out that go into the air tube and then out to the ground. But it's behind the meter. I can barely see it, but I try to poke around in there with the little skinny screwdriver. I can't get my hand in there or anything. I'm actually gonna stop here while I'm behind the shop and I'm going to grab a needle nose pliers and see if I can get those in there and see if I can get anything. But I don't have my hopes up. And I'll wiggle it around and I'll be fine for a pass or two, but eventually it gets pushed back in front of the meter, and yeah, it's just gonna keep doing that until I get the tank right empty and get inside the actual tank, which is full, so that's gonna be a long time, and I don't want to do that, so I'm gonna see if I can grab some pliers and see if I can poke around in there. So it's a little bit later now. I'm still having that I still have that plug issue. I actually was able to get the screwdriver and kind of push it over. I think it's almost a rusty washer. I don't know if it was in one of the big bags and then ended up in the tender with the beans, or if it came off the tender itself. But at first I thought it was like a little stick or wood chip. And now I kind of got a better look at it. I think it's a rusty washer, maybe, just a little one. I still wasn't able to grab it with long pliers or anything, and I can't get my hands in there or anything. But when the tank gets a little bit lower, I think I'm gonna stop, just shovel the whole right side of the tank out, and kind of push everything over to the left side of the hopper tank there, and see if I can get down there and pull whatever's actually down there, and we can find out what it is. Right now it's not skipping that much. Every once in a while my sensor will go off saying that there's no seed for a second or two. It just did just now, and then it'll go back to normal. So I kind of moved it around, like I said, with the screwdriver, but it's still not right, and I want to get it out of there sooner than later. Phil finished up the 2 fields beside me here. He's actually going to hook on the cultivator now and unhook the disc, and he's probably going to hit these 2 fields one more time with the cultivator now. It just wasn't working up too good, I guess, and there's still some spots you can see the chisel plow scratch marks even. So even in here it's kind of lumpy and bumpy. The cultivator does a lot nicer job, so we're definitely going to have him hit those 2 fields again, and then he can go over to the other corner, which is going to be corn, and start looking at that for the corn planter. Phil's got the cultivator hooked up, and gonna jump out of the 8410 here and make sure he's got his GPS set for the wider implement here. Came on, so I'm gonna do one more pass, and then I'm gonna go over to the barn and get ready to reload. But before I do that, I'm gonna jump in the tank there and see if I can pick out what's been giving me trouble for the past couple hours. I'm in the tank now, and this is what I just found. A piece of wood. I have no idea what that would be from. We'll try to get all of it. Make sure there's not anything else in here. It looks like a piece of wood from a tree even. It doesn't even look like it came off of a wooden pallet that the bag would be sitting on. So I have no idea how it got in there. Having trouble getting the satellite to work with the RTK here. And I think I found the smoking gun. This wire's just about ruined for the antenna. So I'm crossing my fingers that we got an extra one in the shop. I don't know if it's any good, but the only other one we have is on the tile plow, and that's a good 45-minute drive away. So I believe I got the GPS working. It was a broken antenna on the roof for the RTK. Luckily we had an extra one in the shop here, but we're still trying to get some of the other instruments to talk and get his pumps for the fertilizer. Want to give that a test run, and we haven't been able to get that to work yet. So sometimes we like to do stuff last minute. Blew a hydraulic hose when Phil was leaving here with the cultivator and crumbler, so we were able to find an extra one, a little long in the parts container, but we just zip tied it up and we're gonna keep him moving. Cannot get the 2 electric pumps for the fertilizer to work. Nothing's firing up. So we think the pumps themselves are junk. That being said, I'm just gonna let Dad take care of whatever it needs to be taken care of and start putting some stuff away. It's supposed to get rain tonight or tomorrow. I'm gonna jump back in the cedar here and plant some more beans. Well, the roller caught up to the air seeder. By the time I was helping Dad and helping Phil and got back out here, caught up pretty quick. So Well, I got the big field done. I'm in between the two woods here. And ever since I got reloaded and got that wood chip out, I haven't had any problems here. So I think I'm good to go. I think that's gonna do it for this video. Got rain coming tomorrow, so we'll see what that does. Who knows, we might be held up for a day or two, or it might just be a little bit of nothing and we can go back to work sometime tomorrow. If you made it to the end, thank you for watching. And if you want to watch more videos like this, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.